person who's just set on being problematic. You can try to reason with them, but they're going to come up with the reason to continue fussing. They're going to come up with the reason to continue hating. Oh, I'm preaching on somebody this morning. And so again, as it was back then, so it is now. Again, we see the descendants of Ishmael always fighting against somebody. We see them always in wars because that's what God said would happen. And so here is Israel fighting against Ishmael, people who love to fight, people who are problematic. But also we have to recognize when it came again to Isaac and Ishmael, they were relatives. I said they were relatives. These were just not people who did not know each other, but they were close kin. And so it was then, so it is now. Well, some folk, even though they are related, they love fighting more than being at peace. Oh yeah, there are some folk that love fighting amongst themselves. Even though Jesus clearly said in Matthew 12 and 25 that if a house be divided against itself, that house will not stand. Isn't it sad when you see relatives fighting one another? Isn't it sad when you see folk who go to the same church fighting one another? We are related by the blood of Jesus. We are connected spiritually. Why do we want to fight against one another? Why are you fighting somebody that's in the same house as you are? Why would you want to tear down the house that you live in? See, I'm preaching to somebody because you always see certain families not able to get along. Isn't it sad when you see sister against sister, sister talking about sister, sister putting sister down? Don't you recognize when you put your sister down because she is your sister, you putting yourself down? Whenever you talk about your brother, you talking about yourself. Can I drop one on you? Anytime you got the audacity to talk about your pastor and you are a sheep of... Come on, somebody. It's a shame when you see kinfolk not able to get along. Parents can't get along with their own children. Always arguing, fussing and fighting. But see, I made up in my mind years ago that I ain't got time to be fighting folk who are not the real enemy. Oh, I said I ain't got time to be fighting folk who are not the real enemy. You are not my enemy. Don't you allow the enemy to use you. I got to look past you, because if I don't look past you, I'll mistreat you, and then if I mistreat you, I'll get in trouble with God. That's the reason I'd rather pray for you before I mistreat you. Why? Because I don't want to fight folk I'm supposed to be connected with. Oh, I don't want to fight you. I want to have your back. I don't want to fight you. I want to fight with you, and I want to fight the real enemy. I wish you high five somebody and shout, show he right. Oh, shout, show he right. Why waste time fighting each other? You know what I learned? When you're busy fighting one another, when the enemy show up, you got no strength, you got no power, you got no plan against him, because you spend too much time worrying at each other. Don't slap me, slap the demon that's trying to cause your life to go down. Don't get mad at me, get mad at the demon, get mad at Satan's kingdom. But as it was thousands of years ago, some folks are just going to be problematic. And you're going to need wisdom to deal with them, so they don't frustrate you, so they don't get you out of your purpose. Woo, so that they don't cause you to act out of character. Am I helping anybody? Is God helping anybody? One thing I love about the main text is that the descendants of Israel, the people of God, they were skillful at war. Yet they did not trust in their skills. I want to say it again. They were skillful at fighting, but they didn't put their trust in what they could do. See, most skillful people tend to trust in their skills. Can I just teach it? Most folk with money tend to trust in their money. Most folk with resources tend to trust in their resources. Most folk with good credit seem to trust in their credit. Most folk who are intelligent tend to trust on their intelligence. Come on. Most folk who are gifted tend to trust in their giftings. And so it's rare to find people who are skillful, but they don't trust themselves fully. I say fully. Because see, no matter how good you can fight, naturally or spiritually, there's always somebody out here, oh God, that can beat you up. I want to just break that down. I said, there's always somebody who can beat you up. Not me, pal. Yeah, you. You. Even from a natural standpoint, that's reason heavyweights don't always stay heavyweight. Sooner or later, somebody is coming to knock out the champ. And see, when you depend on self too much, it's just a matter of time before you go through a battle that you can't handle on your own. See, that's the problem with trusting too much in self. Sooner or later, you're going to run into a problem. You're going to run into a battle, into a situation that's just too big for you. But when you make it your business or a habit of trusting too much in yourself, you are going to lose battles that you should win. Are y'all listening? And as a pastor, I have pastored for years, watching saints lose one battle after the other because they trust in themselves and not in God. Isn't that sad? When you see a child of God losing, but you discern that the only reason she's losing is because she trusts too much in her own abilities. Can I come your way, sister? Oh, there are so many women who trust in their ability, and they never see God work his ability through them. They're always trying to do everything on their own. Oh, I'm talking about my independent women. Do you know any? Women that are quick to tell a man, I don't need no help. I'll do it by myself. But you won't, sister. You will struggle by yourself. But at some point, we all need some help. The strongest of men need help to deal with certain stuff. Drop your pride when you need help and go to somebody that has wisdom that you don't possess. Sit at their feet. Learn, sister, how to be a lady. Learn, brother, how to be a strong man. Tell somebody, because there's coming a battle that's too big for you.